Evening people, welcome back to the channel. You've joined me just in time as the qualifiers starting. Tonight it's the team versus team event, so it's Next Gen versus MRC versus SIM-FX versus P1. So 4 different sim racing groups. We are live from Dragon Trail Gardens tonight. 15-minute qualifier and then into a 15-minute lap, 15-minute race, and then it will be a reverse grid into the second of tonight's races, which I believe is 22 laps. So who have we got in tonight? Potter McPot, Dory, Louis, Diablo, L Game, Polish Magic, NGR Saxo, Big Les Cunt, B-Rated, Rouse CM Baba, TNR Philo, PAV 46 and JRC 87. So quick shout out to JRC, PAV 46 and Potter McPot. I went karting with those 3 and several others at the weekend. Just a good giggle. So big shout out to those boys. So let's jump ourselves into this quali then. Dory's had the pit glitch issue, which is a bit of a shame. See you in the room still. Yeah, this is the pit glitch. It just, rather than auto driving you out of the pits, it decides to try and drive you into the wall like that. See PAV 46 not going anywhere at the minute, and just watching Dory go bonkers in front of him. So they have just finished their out laps. They're on to their hot laps. TNR Philo, first man out on track. TNR Philo and Potter McPot using all the curb there. Out on the track at the minute, it's saying 4th, but that's just because Pav's still stuck in the pits. So another guy I've raced with in the GTTCCs. GT Delhi B tonight, is there? I didn't see him. No GT Delhi B, that's a shame. So let's go and stick with the guys out front and see what sort of times they're going to be putting in. So I like this course. It's quite open, quite flowing. Why am I not seeing that chat? There we go. Stu, evening brother. How you doing, my friend? Good to hear from you. Yeah, he is. Where is he? Let's go and have a look at him. Old Big Les. And the Mercedes, the 011 plate is Mercedes. Let's just see what sort of times people are putting in then. So Philo's put in a 129.1. Potter McPot 130.3. Diablo 131.1. Saxo 131.4. Louis, he's put in a 131.6. There's Cole, we've just been with him. 131.7 for him. B-rated, what's he done? 136.2, but it's not come up at his fastest, so possibly penalised through that one. Polish Magic, yet to finish a lap. Let's stick with Polish. So tonight's race is sponsored by David Appleby Engineering, Excite Energy Drinks, GT Amiga race seats and Thrustmaster race peripherals. So make sure you go and check them out. There will be links in the description below. I'll put links in the description to all the different sim racing groups, so Next Gen, P1, MRC and SIM-FX. I'll stick all that in. I'll stick a link into CJW's channel. I've been lying to you for the last 8 weeks. He doesn't stream live. From his perspective, he streams the race. Sorry, he does post-race replays. That's all he does. He doesn't do live, which I thought he did. So apologies for that if you've been trying to find his stream and not seen it. But I'll still put a link in his channel for post-race of the Pro-Am League. So there are 2 leagues. This is the Pro League you're watching tonight. catch Polish Magic's time, 1:45.6. L Game, oh yeah, shout out to L Game. I went karting with him as well. I forgot about L Game. So he's just rolling around. You can see there, burning fuel off, going slow, letting the other guys go through, trying to get that car as light as possible. 1:36 for L Game. JRC, he's on a 2:08. That's not great. Oh, I do like your paintwork there, JRC. That's interesting. I do like the great big dark smoker sticker better. But yeah, I like that paint. That's interesting. And Pav then, what's he on? He's not finished a hot lap yet. Dory managed to get out of the pits. No, so it looks like Dory's left the room. He's rejoined the room, but he won't be able to just start this quali. So TNR Philo then still holding P1 on the grid, 1:29.1 for him. Just trying to find the most recent standings, but I'm not sure if I've got the right. That's P5. Second. I should be posting these links up on the pages as well. It's going good, Stu. It's going good. I'm just more concerned about you, my friend. I hope it's all going well for you. I know you've been back under it. So yeah, I just hope everything's all right, mate. Scraff, evening, mate. Philo he's a what? He's a hack. Yeah, he is built with a pad. What do you mean the what? The sound mutes my mic. What do you mean the sound mutes my mic? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't tell me it's muting my mic. What, the sound of the game? LCM, then he's putting a quick lap, 1:30.0. So second place for him at the minute. We are halfway through quali now. Let's just push Potter and Pop back down a spot. Yeah, I saw that, Dory. I saw that. But stick around. You'll be able to race in race 2. It's only sort of half an hour down. That's about 25 minutes now. This quali's halfway through. JRC's put in a flyer as well, 1:30.3 for him, 4th place. L Games just put in an even quicker one though, 1:29.3 for L Games, 2nd place for him on the grid at the minute. So that's Nissan 1-2, Audi 3, Mercedes 4, Nissan 5, Aston 6, Mercedes 7, Mercedes 8, Mercedes 9, Mercedes 10, Mercedes 11. Yeah. And someone else leave the room. Oh, Polish Magic. Why didn't I go through that? Oh, just catch JRC doing a bit of off-roading in that Nissan. Let's go on board with. Oh, let's not go on board with Polish Magic. He's going in the pits. So who have we got coming round the last corner? There we go. Let's go on board with Pav 46. So over the line, then down the start, finish straight into this fast left-hander. Just have to let off the gas a little bit into this. Run yourself too wide. Down 2 gears into this chicane. Again, be careful of those sausage curves. Easy to unsettle the car, lose traction and spin you off track. Would also gain you a penalty if you go too tight over them as well. So back on the power then. Full tilt down the hill, hard on the brakes for this hairpin. Coming right across the apex there. Again, careful not to stamp on the power too quick. Just see Pav losing the back end of that Aston. Full power. Just letting off through this right, left, almost chicane. Down into the Pentagon, as I'm calling it. It just sort of gas through, let off, gas, gas this corner. It's an odd one. You have to kind of know the combination to get it right. Break through the first one, roll it through the second, and then you can power on through the third and fourth sort of corner of it. It is weird, but Pav just coming in the pits now as well, so that was a lap on board with Pav. That's Dragon Trail Gardens for you guys. So let's just chuck ourselves back up. TNR Philo not managing to beat that 129 at the minute. Game 129.3 as well for him. Not managing to better that either. Raoul again, still on there. He has bettered that 130.4. That's 130.0 for him. Lap 4. JRC's put in another good lap, 130.1. That's all down to that sticker, that is. Ultimate Pot then pushed down to 5th place. JRC jumping him on the grid at the minute. 130.2 for him. Pav on a 130.5. Diablo, he's on a 130.9. Rav Sanger, how you doing, brother? Nice for popping in. So you're watching the team versus team race tonight, my friend. 4 different sim racing groups. These GR3 cars, no traction control or anything like that. Damage on. So if you get it wrong, it's back to the pits for repairs for you guys. So Diablo on that 130.9, lap 3. Big Les Kun 130.9 for him in the 11 plate Mercedes, running the slightly older version of the SLS. So Louis in the 16 plate. You see the guys got the sponsors livery smashed all over the car. So the XI energy drinks, the David Appleby engineering, GT Amiga and Thrustmaster. There's the little Thrustmaster right on the bonnet there. It's got one on the bonnet. Oh, one right across the back above the DAE as well. I didn't see that. So yeah, most of the guys, I think all of the guys have got these logos smashed on their car somewhere on the livery. They are tonight's sponsors, so make sure you go and check them out. I will put links in the description below, so yeah, go give them some love. Oh, we just watched Louis get in the back end of that Mercedes on the grass, looking to keep that on track. So NGR Saxo, he is a 131.1 for him at 11th place. Polish Magic on a 132.6. Did I just see a couple of positions move? Yeah, so Big Les Kun, where's he? He's putting a faster lap at 130.8, so moved up into 7th. Just jumped Diablo. Scally, how you doing, mate? Yes, that is Potter McPot in the race, mate. Yes, it is. Where is he? 5th place. There he is. So he is actually running the gold livery because he was last season's champion. A lot of these guys also running a great big dark smoker sticker. Blam! As Potter McPot is there. The perfect one to watch is this one though. Kaboom! Great big dark smoker logo down the side of his car. Thank you, JRC. Can't thank you enough, mate. And I'm liking your paint job tonight. Rated another guy that should have been at karting but couldn't be, unfortunately. So yeah, it was the MRC karting event, so big shout out to all the boys that turned up for that. We had a wicked time. It chucked it down with rain, but there were smiles all round, and we ended up back at Potter's with mine and his sim rigs all set up, and the boys came back and we got the old sim race challenges going on. It was a good day had by all. Terminal, blah blah. How you doing, my friend? Welcome back. So Louis bettered his time, 131.1. He's just pushed him up into. Oh, he's just been pipped by NGR Saxo. So he was at upper place, and now NGR Saxo has just pushed him back down into 11th. Polish Magic now bringing up the back of the pack in 12th. Not managing to better that 132.6 on lap 3. on the front of that Mercedes as well. So still a 129.1 for Philo. L game, no, not really many position changes. Raul still in third. JRC in fourth. Potter in fifth. He has better that time, 130.2. Qualifying is over, so that will be your positions for the race. There was 2 races tonight, so the first race is 15 laps. I believe the second race is 22 laps if I read the script right earlier. So all the guys just pulling over. I'm waiting for the race to begin. Magic put in a new time. Where's he? TNR Philo's put in a new time as well. What's that he's put in? Sneaky. Sneaky. At the last second, a 128.6 for Philo. Very sneaky. Nearly 3/4 of a second faster than L game on that last one. Big shout out to Raul and the P1 boys from Stewie. So let's go and have a look. Where are the so Raul CM Baba? He's one of the P1 drivers tonight, as is Big Les Kun in the pits. And there are a couple of drivers in the Pro-Am lobby as well that have signed up for this race. Baggy Snails, who is it? Baggy Snails and I can't remember who the second driver is. You've got 2 or 3 in Pro-Am. You'll have to remind me. So TNI in first place, L Game second, Raul in third, JRC in fourth, Potter in fifth, Diablo in sixth, Pav in seventh, Big Les Kun in eighth, B-Rated ninth, NGR Saxo in 10th, Louis in 11th, Polish Magic in 12th. So we're just waiting for the lights to come on. There's a false start by JRC 87. That's going to come. He's just trying to pull out of the way so he's not compromised. The lights have gone out. It's a good start by TNR Philo. Good start by Raul as well. He's right on the back of TNR Philo already, looking to make moves. L Game as well, looking to make a move down the inside of Raul. Nissan, Audi, Mercedes, a little bit of contact between L Game and Philo. That's just a little bit of contact as well behind from L Game and Raul. That's allowed Potter to sneak through into second place. And who was that? Pav 46 trying to sneak through there as well. Just got blocked off by Diablo trying to make the same move. So a big hustle down here into the hairpin. TNR Philo getting through that cleanly, 1.5 second gap over Potter McPott in second place. You can see that gap there. LCM Baba, TNR Philo, so all the guys coming through that section quite cleanly. So extending that gap then, TNR Philo, 1.8 seconds that gap. Potter McPott in second then, still being hounded by LCM Baba. Third place for him. He's got L Game looking to make moves on him though. Right on his back bumper coming up here, so Raul's gone defensive. Good look to this double apex hairpin coming up. L Game's managed to sneak through though before that. Found himself a little bit wide, allowing Raul a move back down the inside. Keeping it clean, L Game just getting the wheels on the grass, losing momentum and traction in that car, but compromising Raul at the same time. 46 just on the back end of this fight as well, looking to make a move through the chaos in that first lap. Just having to hold in 5th place at the minute. So Diablo down in 6th, managed to get past him then. NGR Saxo in 7th. Oh, contact between L Game and Raul. That's put Raul and L Game. L Game's pulled over to give Raul that place back. That's good of him. Let's cut in 6th now then. In purple 6 as well. A little bit of rear end damage for Big Les, but not a lot to worry about. Polish Magic then in 7th place. rated in 8th. So these two fighting it out now. Louis in 9th, Rausiem Baba just getting himself back on track. He's holding a bit of damage. As is L Games. So both, L Games just got it wrong through there, span off track. Trying to get control of that Nissan. All these cars rear wheel drive, so once they've lost a bit of traction, he's trying to get the power down. They definitely don't like it, as you can see there. L Game's still struggling a little bit with that car. He's holding damage front, rear. Oh, he's got damage all over the place on that car. So that's going to be costly when he comes into the pits, and he will have to come into the pits, even though it is a sprint race, this first one. JRC also in the pits, so he's holding massive damage as well. Scraff giving Saxo a shout. So jump back up to TNR Philo. So he looks like he's made a mistake. So Potter's managed to get that gap back from 1.8 seconds down to 0.3. So made it 1.5 seconds over TNR Philo on that last lap. And holding fastest lap as well, 1:30.2 for Potter. Philo holding penalty. So did he get it wrong? He's not holding damage. So I'm just wondering whether he got it wrong through the chicanes. Trying to run him a little bit too tight. Pav's now made a move. He's up into 3rd after the incident. NGR Saxo 4th, Diablo 5th. Nicholas Kun less than a second back off this fight as well. He's run himself wide onto the Sando. Keep it on track, Big Les. So losing all that time to Diablo in front of him. He's got B rated. That gap will probably be coming down now. Has done down to 2.8. It was over 3 seconds. Louis just over half a second behind B rated. Polish Magic making up a place or two. So up into it was up into 9th. Rausiem Baba then just getting back past him into 9th place. L Game back out in the pits as well, damage repaired. And JRC back out in the pits also. So we'll dive back up to the front. TNR Philo has managed to extend that gap over Potomac Pot. It's only a second though. It is a short race. We're only 5 minutes into this race. We're on to lap 4 already. So Pav having a good race at the minute, up into 3rd. NGR Saxo, what's he, 1.7 back from Pav. So he's got a fair old gap out front to Potomac Pot and TNR Philo. He just needs to keep that gap consistent between himself and NGR Saxo. That'll be a good result for Pav. Diablo actually closing the gap on NGR Saxo. Both guys running the same car as well. Les Kun still holding 6th place. A bit of pressure from JRC, but JRC is a lap or 2 behind due to the damage he sustained. B rated also holding damage. Looking like Louis is going to make a move. No, he's backed out of that. Surprised he didn't go for a lunge down the inside there, Louis. Louis is also holding damage, so maybe both guys compromised a little bit on speed and control. Ryle down in 9th after the incident between himself and L Game. As you can see, all sorts of damage on that car, but it is repaired now. So he's back up to full speed. We'll have to see how he gets on throughout this race again. L Game holding more damage. And then JRC just at the back of the pack after his damage and visit to the pits as well. extending that gap over Potomac Pot, 2 seconds now, that gap. Potomac Pot just kept that gap consistent between himself and Pav behind in 3rd place. He's lost a bit of time to Saxo. Saxo's made up some time over Pav, over Diablo, so he's had a good run through there, has NGR Saxo on that last lap. Rated and Louis side by side, then coming down the start-finish straight. B-rated just keeping that place through there. But Louis in a good position to make a move into the hairpin after this section. If he gets a good run, so he's taking a slightly wider line to get the faster run out of the corner. Right on B-rated, then chasing him down the hill towards the hairpin. A little bit too far back. Again, both guys running the same car. Different lines through there. Louis looking to make a cutback on him. Again, not quite able to do that. Nice one, Terminal. Giving shouts out to Stewie Mac. That's the way we like it. So let me go and see. L-Game stayed in the pits. I'm not sure what's going on with L-Game. He's holding damage. I don't know why, unless he's had an emergency at home. JRC then still at the back of the pack, but he has just overtaken L-Game due to him sat in the pits. So making up a spot then, JRC. Making up a little bit more time over Potter. Pav losing a little bit more time to him as well. He's in the clear a little bit from NGR Saxo behind. There's 3.4 seconds, 3.5 seconds now. So yeah, Pav 46, met this guy at the weekend, really nice guy. We all went go-karting together, all the MRC boys. It was a good giggle. Potomac Pot also, as I say, running the gold livery due to him winning this season. Last season, this event, this race, this series last season. That'll do. This series last season. So he's lost more time to Philo though, 3.1 seconds back. Not aware on those softs for Potomac Pot. 10 minutes into this race, Philo then coming in the pits. He's got plenty of fuel. Potter also coming in the pits. That's allowing Pav to disappear through, take 1st place. Let's just see. So Philo comes back out in 2nd. He's only 1.5 seconds back from Pav. Potomac Pot's made up a bit of time through there as well. So only a 2nd back off Philo. Then there were a 3-second gap between those two. Go on, Terminal. Give those FIA races some smashing. Matt McManus, how you doing, mate? I don't. Why, mate? Why L-Game? I don't know. I don't know why. Why are you sitting this one out? You've got race 2 to come. Good fight brewing up front. Sorry, I was just trying to keep an eye on the chat. So Philo then putting some serious pressure onto Pav as they come around these last couple of corners off the Pentagon. Pav 46 going mega defensive. Philo pushing him up the track. Let's just dive over to the racing line though. That's going to allow Philo to get the move done down the inside of this double apex. As it allowed Potomac Pot through as well, almost. Just having to sit behind Pav through that one. Both of these guys will get a good tow down here. 1, 2, 3. Less than half a second between them. Just extending out a little bit, so Potter does get that move done on Pav, taking second place back off him. Pav looking like he's going for a no stop. He's going to wear those tyres out till they're on their carcasses. So we're nearly 13 minutes into this 15-minute race. There's no point in stopping now. He's got 8.7 seconds gap behind to Diablo. Diablo has pit and got fresh rubber though. NGR Saxo's also pits. Big Les Kun has come in. Rouse Cien's not. He's stayed out for this one. B-rated, holding damage. He's some pretty worn racing softs as well. Louis looking to make a move on him. He's out on a fresh set of racing mediums. No damage for him though. Getting that place off of B-rated, up into 8th place for Louis then. Polish Magic still in 10th place. I was just about to say, struggling to keep it on track with those tyres, I can imagine. So yeah, JRC then down in 11th place. He was holding a lot of damage. Had to enter the pits, put him down at the back of the pack. And L Game, he's just popped up on the chat saying he's sitting this one out. Up to P1, we've got TNR Philo 1.3 seconds out in front at the minute. Ultimate Pop, plenty of time, so 8 seconds he's got over Pav. So Pav's had a mistake, he's lost 5 seconds to Diablo and NGR Saxo behind. So have to be careful. We are, will this be last lap? I think this will be last lap. Gap to 3.4 seconds. It's coming down a little bit. I would have thought Diablo's going to make us some time through this section here though, due to the fast nature of these corners. He's lost a bit of time. So TNR Philo, we are over the 15-minute mark. To come across the line in first place. It's a 15 lap race, isn't it? Sorry, what am I talking about? I'm thinking it's 15 minutes. Oh, they do change things up in the seasons, I do forget. So it's a 15 lap race, so it's still on then. Oh, so Philo getting it all sorts of wrong over that curb. You can see that gap coming down. He's holding a 0.5 second penalty as well. 1.8 seconds that gap down to Potter Pot. So losing that penalty quickly then into the hairpin. So Potter losing time to him through there. That's surprising. Again, they've got plenty of time between themselves and Pav. 8 seconds now. He's just keeping that gap consistent between himself and Diablo. 3.8 seconds. Diablo's starting to come under pressure from NGR Saxo though behind him. It's 6 of a second. It's stayed pretty consistent those last few corners. It's just opened up through there a little bit. Les Kun still holding 6th place. Good race for Big Les. 12.7 seconds on NGR Saxo. He's got a bit of breathing room behind to Louis. 7th place for Louis. He has just got past B-rated. We've seen B-rated on blown out tyres, holding damage front and rear as well. So not having the best race, but still in 8th place. Rouse Baba. A bit of an incident at the start. Had to dive in the pits, prepare his car. Trying to fight his way back ever since, but he is 12 seconds back from B-rated. Maybe 3 and a bit laps to do really. So lot of work to do if he's intending on taking B-rated. B-rated is on the worn tyres with holding that damage, so I'll just keep a sneaky eye on that one. Polish Magic in 10th place then, 2.6 seconds off of the back end of Route CN. JRC's decided to pit also. So JRC and L Game obviously not having the best of races tonight. TNR Philo's now putting the fastest lap of the race at 1:29.2. Let's put 3 1:29s in there, look. A 29.5, a 29.2 and a 29.3. Versus Potter's 30.0, 32, 30.2 and another 30.0. You can see why that gap's extended to 4.6 seconds between Potter and Philo. So Pav 46 then still holding that third place, still there, still making gains over Diablo. Still under that bit of pressure from Saxo behind him. Only half a second now as they come into this first turn. That's not the best one. There we go. So we're just watching NGR Saxo close down on Diablo then. It's looking like he's going to get that position taken. He's in the right position into this hairpin. Can Diablo get a good cut back on him? NGR Saxo just closes that off. So pushes Diablo down into 5th place then, so NGR Saxo up into 4th. Pav now looks like he's made another mistake. He's lost a bit of time. He's lost a bit of time to NGR Saxo. So Big Les Connell out on his own in 6th at the minute. So on lap 13 of 15, 13 seconds either side for Big Les. Not a lot to worry about from behind. And Louis in 7th, not managing to make up any time on Big Les. Rouse CN up into 8th, then he's got past B-rated. So I don't know whether B-rated had another little moment. He's holding that damage. Oh, he's been in the pits. I think he's been in the pits for fresh tyres. That's B-rated. Polish Magic then still sitting at the back of the pack, 6.4 seconds off the back of B-rated in 9th place. As I say, JLC and L Game just sitting this one out. So TNR Philo though, he's 8.8 seconds up, so it looks like Potter McPot's had a bit of a mare. So he's losing more time as Potter. Pav still in 3rd place. So not losing any time to Saxo behind him. He's actually made a bit of time on Potter McPot there, so yeah, Potter's definitely had a bit of an incident somewhere. Maybe gained a penalty, I don't know, I didn't see a penalty. So NGR Saxo's made massive gains over Diablo already, 3.8 seconds, 9 seconds that gap he's got over Diablo. Just see Pav in the distance, taking that first turn. So we are on to lap 15, final lap. Just jump up to the guys at the front. So Philo then, 10.2 second gap now out in front. As he takes that hairpin for the last time, just drifting that Nissan through there. So Potter McPot in 2nd place then. Had a good race Potter, but just not quite managed to keep with TNR Philo around this one. We do have race 2 coming up, so stick around. You never know what'll happen. Pav having a really good race, 3rd place for him. He stuck it out pretty much from the start. Had a bit of a battle to get into third. A couple of guys got nudged out of the way, which benefited him a little bit, but yeah, he's held his own ever since. Third place for him. Unless he spins it off track. So Philo then just coming around the last corner, heading down towards the line. So a convincing win for TNR Philo, 10.2 seconds. I don't know whether Potter looks like he may have just backed off near the end of that race, or possibly fuel saving a little bit. He is quite low. Second place for Potter, a good race nonetheless. Still good points for him and Philo. Pav then is going to be really happy with that result. Third place for him. GR Saxo just coming on across the line in fourth. So a bit of a shake-up this week. Diablo fifth. Some of the big boys not managing to quite get the results they want. Then Big Les Kun, what's he doing? He's going to slam the handbrake on coming across the line. Really good race for Big Les, sixth place for him. So Louis, usually one of the front runners, he's struggled a bit tonight's race. Seventh place for Louis. Rousey and Barbara as well, a really quick driver. Again, just got entangled in an incident near the start of the race. Put him at the back of the pack, but did fight his way back up to 8th. B-rated, also holding quite a bit of damage through that race. 9th place for him. Bringing up the back of the pack, Polish Magic. Not really bringing up the back of the pack, because JRC and L Game are both sat in the pits for 11th and 12th. So that was race 1, people. Race 2 will be a few minutes after this. They do usually give a sort of 5-minute, 10-minute break. And then we jump into race 2, which is a reverse grid. I believe it's 22 laps of the same track. And they will start with half a tank of fuel. And they're limited to tyres. They will have to pit through the second one as they have in this one. So good results there for Philo. Fastest lap, fast race win and pole position. LMP Mourinho, first place. What? I think we have got some glitching going on. I can hear some screechy tyres. So yeah, that was a good race, that one. Where was Lewis? I didn't even see Lewis Marino. Lewis Marino wasn't even on screen for me. What do you mean, Lewis Marino, TNR Philo, congratulations? What? Help me out, people. He's not in the room. He's not in the room. Why are you congratulating LNP Lewis Marino? Is he even? Is he in there? No, he's not there. Yeah. Alright, Saxo C and TNR Philo, Potter McPot and Pav. I don't know what's going on, people. He won. He wasn't even in my lobby. He's not on screen. I've not seen him all race. He's not here. I would save the replay, Potter, but you don't want me to save the replay because I've got like half a race. Maybe Dory, maybe. You never know. So we've got 5 minutes till race 2. In that time, I'm going to put myself a little cigarette together, chat waffle to you lot. It says shutting up. So are you racing in race 2, Dory Dory? Are you even in the lobby? Yeah, he's in the lobby, so hopefully we'll see you in race 2. Elgabe, you racing? And JRC, what's he doing? Is he racing as well? Yeah, I didn't see Lewis Marino in qualifying. I've not seen Lewis Marino in this race. Does he even exist? He does, because I'm friends with him on Facebook, but does he even exist? So, I'm just wondering if it's worth me leaving this lobby to come back. I can do that. Right, I'm coming back, people. All those people in that lobby are going to be bricking it right now. Where's he gone? Let's see if Lewis Marino's back in there. I know, Stewie, I know, before you say anything, it's not got a livery on it, but I've raced it like twice. I'm not putting a livery on it if I'm not going to race it twice. LMP Lewis Marino is in the damn house. Potter, Louis, anyone else I was missing? Oh, only Dory Dory who glitched out. Where is he? In fact, let's go and click his name. Lewis Marino. Wasn't in my race. Many question marks. Oh, I hate you. Why do you do that? Ah! Just let him know I didn't see him in quali or the race. Sorry, Lewis. Looks like you're only getting coverage for race 2. How bizarre. Who knows what's going on with PlayStation servers? Is it or Gran Turismo servers? Who knows? So some of the guys just out on track. So everyone just confirming settings. I'm sure Potter McPot is in the process of changing them all. Louis saying he accidentally changed compounds. He did. He went from racing softs to mediums in that race. Everyone else stuck on the softs. Scraff, see you later, mate. Thanks for popping in and watching. Leave us a like and subscribe and all that stuff. I'm seeing no likes again, people. What's going on? Come on. What about on Philo's view? Nope. You didn't show up. You weren't in quali. You weren't anywhere. You weren't to be seen in this first section of race. See you later, Scruff. Maybe they don't show up then, Stewie. Maybe they don't show up on my screen until I reset it or something. Let's have a go at that. I'm just going to restart the stream. Oh yeah, I got 3 likes. Okay, I'll start doing that from now on. I can see that you're in the lobby now, Lewis. You're in the lobby in front of me. I can see you. I'm talking to you. But yeah, you weren't in race 1, my friend. Lewis is actually racing from the Philippines. It's Marino the Filipino. So maybe just having internet issues, I don't know. Or maybe it's me, maybe it's the lobby, who knows. I can see Saxo, I can see Potter, Lewis, Louis, Diablo L Game, Polish Magic, NGR Saxo, Big Les Clunby, Rated Rouse, CM Baba, TNR Philo, Dory Dory Pub, JRA JRC ASO. Yeah, sorry mate. Not a lot I can do about that really. So we are just waiting for race 2 to begin. It's a reverse grid of race 1. Just waiting for all the guys to actually get on track, hopefully without any glitches. So still got a few sat in the pits. So quite a full lobby then tonight now. What's going on? Oh, we've got lobby issues. So I'm not sure what's going on tonight. like number 3 from Terminal Goat. Cheers, buddy. You could be right there, Stewie. I don't know whether he was using some kind of Filipino witchcraft, if they even have kind of Filipino witchcraft. Yeah, I don't know if he got some kind of witchcraft going, magic, or stolen Harry Potter's invisible cloak, dashed it over his car. Who knows? But he wasn't on the scoreboard. He wasn't in anyone's view. So, Potomac Pot has royally messed things up. I think he has restarted the 15-minute quali. Into another 15-lap race. So, have the race settings been changed? No. So it looks like we have got lobby issues tonight. That's a shame. I hope we don't get any... Ah, there you go, Lewis. So we have got lobby issues tonight. Lewis Marino saying he can't see half the field. Come on, Gran Turismo, sort your stuff out. I nearly swore then. That's not like me. We're not having qualifying. We're not having qualifying, Sean. It's just all going wrong. You might be right, Stewie. Not Saxor Smoker. What on earth is going on? How can you? We were chatting a minute ago. Right. So let's have a look. Yep, so time change, 22 laps, I was right. Start with 50 litres of fuel, and they have to use 2 different compounds of track, so hopefully with this lobby reset and everyone sort of almost getting rejigged into this lobby, people will be able to see each other. Let's have a look. Chucking up messages about the lobbies for Lewis Marino not to leave the lobby in case he can't get back in. He's out on track now, I can't see him. Where have you been, Lewis? So I'm seeing 13 drivers in the lobby. Seeing is the race starting. How bizarre, Dory. I don't know what's going on, mate. I don't know what's going on. Got some serious lobby issues tonight. You getting kicked out the first race, not being able to get out of the pits. Me not being able to see Lewis Marino, even though he won the race. Ah, that's a shame, Lewis. Hopefully we'll see you come back when PS5 comes out. Hopefully have sorted the flipping lobbies out by then and all. Just bag it on Dory's car as he runs wide. Stop watching the stream, Dory. Meant to be racing. So still not quite sure what's going on yet. Not really many of the guys out on track. So Potter has restarted the final. Let's just hope everyone gets out the pits and onto the track. So Lewis Marino and Dory are going to start at the back of this one. Due to the fact they weren't in race 1. So L-Game and JRC 87, they pitted at the end of the race, so they finished 11th and 12th. They will start this race. So the lights are on. It dropped. It's a good start by Polish Magic. He's got an excellent run past L-Game. And JRC 87 now being pressured by B-rated. Polish Magic looking to first. Holding second, Rousey and Baba looking to make a move around the outside of JRC. JRC holding that position into the chicane though. Rousey and Baba, 4th place for him at the minute, being rated right behind him in 5th. And we've got Big Les Cunn in 6th place. Just hit by the shot there, Josh Saxo on his rib, running down to this hairpin. Potomac Potts up into 8th place. 6-car scrum, 7-car scrum down there. TNR Philo looking to make moves down the inside of Potomac Pot. Potomac Pot just having to get a little bit fighty with Pav through there, taking that 8th place. 9th place for Pav at the minute. Thought it was a better result in race 1, but it turns out it was 4th place, not 3rd. TNR Philo in 10th place then. Not managing to get past Pav just yet. In 11th, Lewis Marino in 12th. This is the driver we couldn't see earlier. Really fast guy, so expect to see big things from this guy. Diablo being pushed down to 13th. Dory got to find his way from the back of the pack then. Good luck, Dory. So L-Game's got himself up into P1. He's got himself past Polish Magic. Almost a second over him as well. JRC up into 3rd place. So pushed down into 3rd place, half a second back off Polish Magic. Rousey and Baba just on his rear end. So almost pushing him down the track there. Taking a tight line to the first section of the chicane. He's got a good run out as well as Raul. See whether we can keep with the Nissan into the hairpin down here. Opening up a little bit between Raul and JRC. Hard on the brakes for this one. Oh, JRC's run himself wide. That's allowed Raul to sneak through. And it's getting crowded behind. We've got B-rated, Big Les Cunn, NGR, Saxo and Potomac Pot all fighting for 5th place now. Potomac Pot forcing his way through then. Looking to 7th place, getting past NGR, Saxo. To make moves on Big Les Cunn. So I think we might have to for this bit. It's this view. So we're on board with B-rated, looking back at the melee behind. Potomac Pop trying to push his way past Big Les Cunn, sorry, so taking that 6th place off of Big Les Cunn. No contact between those two then. Lewis Marino's chucked himself in the pits. So Big Biggles, Kun, NGR, Saxo, Pav 46 and Louis. Sorry, that's Saxo in the... Oh no, it is Louis in the background. So, great big string of Mercedes all rolling through here. One Aston in that pack. There's a Nissan right at the back as well. Potomac Pot is right on the back of B rated now as they run down towards the hairpin. He's taking the outside line. Biggles Kun looking to stick his nose in there as well. Potomac Pot getting a good drive out of the corner. Will he be able to get this place off? B rated, both drivers using the same car. A little bit of contact between Potter and Biggles, but nothing dramatic. Biggles Kun, oh, he's run himself wide through there, so losing a place to Pav and Saxo. Louis right on him as well. Potomac Pot still right on the back end of B rated. So there's a 6-car train as they run up here. B rated going defensive. Pav going for a lunge down the inside there, causing all sorts of chaos. So I will just wait for this, all these guys to get back on track before I start seeing who's where. After that chaos, so Potter and B rated then coming in the pits, trying to repair damage, get fresh tyres as soon as possible. So L game up into P1. 3.3 seconds gap over Raul Cien. He's got up into second place then as well. Big old gap over JRC. He's losing a bit of time to L game in that Nissan though. Second place for Raul, third place for JRC at the minute. Polish Magic up into fourth. NGR Saxo under some serious pressure from Biggles Kun. 5th and 6th for those guys. Louis in 7th. TNR Philo there managing to make it through that chaos. 8th place for him. Luis Marino in 9th. Diablo in 10th. Dory in 11th. Potomac Pot down in 12th now. Been in the pits, fresh tyres, repaired his damage. B-rated also involved in that as well, so he's still holding his damage. He's gone in for pits and tyres and fuel though. Unfortunately, Pav losing out through all that, but respectful to hang back and let these guys take their places back. It was a bit of a late lunge by Pav, but unintentional I think. Just saw a bit of a gap and thought I'll have a bit of that. Realised that Potomac Pot was just about to close the door on him. So Elgin still 2.9 seconds in front of Raul. Coming down pretty rapidly through there. I've just seen Elgin lose the back end of that Nissan. So 2.1 seconds that gap. Oh, it's just extended back up. JRC in third then, he's not letting them slip away too far, only 2.6 seconds back from Raul Cien. So Polish Magic, 4th place, being chased by his counterpart NGR Saxo. Oh, he's got a wheel on the sand there, that's compromised him, so losing a place to... who's he lost a place to there? He's lost a place to Saxo. Biggles Kun and Philo through that section. Back to 7th then for Polish Magic. So Marino in 8th place under a bit of pressure from Louis behind, just 0.2 of a second that gap between these two. And now Louis will get a good run down the start, finish straight if he tucks it behind. And that Nissan is quick. A straight line, so when he gets to the toe, the pace of that Nissan just doesn't sort of allow him to close the gap really. So 9th place for Louis at the minute, 10th place place for Diablo, out on his own, 15 seconds in front of him and only 4 seconds behind Dory. Dory up into 11th place at the minute. Pot still in 12th, but closing him down. So not taking on board any fuel then, Potter. He's decided against that. Whereas B-rated behind him, who also came in the pits at the same time to repair damage. He's taken off fuel and tyres. So Pav then, he's 20 seconds back from B-rated, 14th place for him at the minute. So again, still keeping that 3 second gap for Raoul. Slightly different wear on the tyres, Raoul on the softs, Elgame on the mediums. But very similar wear, to be honest, a little bit more on the back end of Raoul's. Also holding very similar amounts of fuel as well. JRC in a similar predicament out on the mediums. A little bit more wear on those than Raoul is on the front. TNR Philo up into 4th place then. It's 9.5 seconds off P1. So NGR Saxo 6th place then. He's being pushed down the track by Luis Marino. All sorts of glitching going on there, but Luis Marino getting past NGR Saxo around that left-hander. That was a good move. Both guys holding all sorts of damage down the side of the car for that. Luis Marino into 5th nonetheless. It was a bit of a pushy move, but nothing brutal. Saxo just firing himself over to the right hand side of the track, line into this corner. He's under a bit more pressure from Big Les coming behind as well. So Big Les should get a good tow down here. So he's getting a good tow, but not enough to make a move into turn 1. Still holding 7th place then for Big Les. Louis in 8th, he's only 1.9 seconds off that fight. We've got Polish Magic in 9th then, he's made up a position, he's got past Diablo. Pot has also managed to get past Dory now as well. So 11.5 minutes into this race on lap 8. Still plenty of laps to do. Ultimate Pot getting that curving just right by the look of it. So 11th place for him at the minute, 12th place for Dory. As we said, B-rated also had damage, got pushed to the back of the pack, so he's now 15.6 seconds off Dory, 12th, so 13th place for B-rated. 46 at the back of the pack. He has made a bit of time up over B-rated, only about 1.5 seconds. So Elgame in the pits then, round to the end, coming him off. Those guys are absolutely running on fumes, taking on board fuel. So Elgame is back out the pits in P1. Where does Lewis come out? He's only put in half a tank as Elgame. So Raoul is back out in 3rd place on the grid. But he's lost that spot to TNR Philo, so TNR Philo taking P2 then. CM Baba looking like he's going to the end of the race. He's got full tank of fuel and racing mediums, so we'll see how that plays out later on. JRC just using the back end of that Nissan. So 4th place to him at the minute. He's under a lot of pressure from Lewis Marino. Both these guys have pit. Lewis Marino's not long got past Louis. So he made some ground up as Lewis Marino. Potomac Pot then side by side with Louis going through that section, getting that place. So up into 6th for Potomac Pot. Was down in 12th a few laps ago, so having a storming race at the minute. Potter. He's 18.8 seconds off the lead. A lot of work for Potter to do. He has got to pit again. So yeah, let me just flick up to this fight. So Lewis Marino closing that gap more on JRC. Less than a second between these two. So Nissan versus Nissan. So half a second now between JRC and Lewis Marino. JRC then, sorry I was posting links. So to 5th place, now Potomac Pot closing down on JRC as well. So Potter will have to pit again though, but looking to do the most damage as he can before making that pit stop. So just half a second between Potter and JRC. Gap just going up a little bit. Potter just starting to struggle on those tyres, and again almost out of fuel. So it may even be this lap we see Potomac Pot come in. Just stick with it. I don't think he's got enough fuel to go for another lap. Yeah, Potter's race compromised. A bit of an incident at the start of the race caused power be rated and Potomac Pot to gain some damage, so they had to come in the pits and put them all at the back of the pack. So Potomac Pot is going to risk another lap with that fuel. He's lost a bit of time to JRC though, so whether Potomac Pot is doing a little bit of fuel saving just to get himself around, we'll see. He's only 1.6 seconds behind him, 1.7. So I'm not too sure if Potter's fuel saving or not. Doesn't look like he is. He almost run himself wide through there though. So it doesn't look like he's short shifting really. Got his strategy about right, he should get round that lap. So Elgane then is 5.6 seconds out in front at the minute. He's only holding a quarter of a tank. We are only just over halfway through this race, so he will also have to pit again. Philo will have to pit again. Lewis Marino is now side by side with Rousey and Baba. So making, I told you this guy was fast, he's making moves. Nice one, Terminal, sorry if I missed that. I was at 21.47, oh, I was only 2 minutes ago. Nice one, mate. Chewy D, evening, mate, how you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping in. So Lewis Marino then getting past Raoul quite cleanly. They were side by side coming down that start-finish straight. Both of these guys really clean, really respectful drivers. Yeah, I did say Lewis was fast, and he is up into 3rd already. He's holding plenty of fuel, plenty of tyres as well. Raoul just having to dive out to the right there, so he's got to make contact with Lewis. Respectful move by Raoul. Thomas, evening brother, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Stick in and watch the racing, it's been pretty good so far. has come in the pits. So he's back out of the pits, fresh set of racing softs, 3/4 of a tank. He will be looking to go to the end of this race with that. He's got a lot of guys in front of him who've got a pit, so Big Les Kun probably going to the end of the race. Maybe with that. NGR Saxo possibly. He may have to do a little bit of a splash and dash. Louis will have to pit. JRC, I think he will as well. MRC and Baba, I think he's looking to go to the end with racing mediums. Lewis might, but Philo will definitely have to pit, as will Elgame. So let's have a look. I think Luis Marino might get on the back of TNR Philo. He might even take that place off him. TNR Philo won't have to take on a lot of fuel, well, not as much fuel anyway, so he'll spend a little less time in the pits. Yes, Chewy D, Elgame is in the lead. He had a bit of a nightmare race in race 1. And decided to stick himself in the pits and finish that race in the pits in last place, as did JRC 87. So it was a little bit, I don't know whether it was sneaky or not, but he ended up in P1 on this race and just managed to get away with it. He did get a poor start from this race, but yeah, he's managed to get himself up to first and hold it there for the whole of this race, really. So this is his nearest man, TNR Philo, another quick guy in that Nissan, 4.2 seconds back from Elgame. As I say, he will have to pit. Marino, was he 14.5 seconds back from TNR Philo. So whether he makes that time up when Philo comes in the pits, I'm not too sure. I don't think he'll make up that much time. It's not quite a GTR Cup. There's an awful lot of other cars. Well, I say awful lot of other cars. There's Mercedes, an Aston, and this Audi. But there are a few Nissans. There you go, Mercedes, look. Mercedes. Different Mercedes. Another Mercedes. 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 Do you want to rephrase that, Jimmy D? Mercedes. Aston. So I don't think it's a GTR Cup. It's more of a Merc Cup, I think. Seems to be more Mercedes than Nissans at least. So Elgame then, his fuel lights just started flashing. Will we see him come in this lap as he just turns the last corner onto the start-finish straight? He decided to stay out, he's going to go another lap. As is TNR Philo. That's more like it, Merc versus Nissan Cup. So Luis Marino keeping that 14.8 second gap to TNR Philo. He's made up a bit of time over Rousey and Baba. JLC's not that far back off him either. So Louis got a fair old gap to the side of him, and 5 seconds behind and 6.7 seconds in front. Gio Saxo though, he's got Big Les Kun less than a second back from him. So these two have had a good battle in both races. Big Les Kun and NGR Saxo. So just keeping that gap to about a second. Potter McPottle back up into 9th. So he is 42 seconds back from the lead. So he'll struggle to make any places back up through the pit stop windows. Diablo also, he'll have to pit again. So Elgame has come in the pits. I thought Philo's going to follow him in. Yes, he has. The Irish driver, let's see, half a tank of fuel on, 7 seconds back from Elgame. Rousey Babo, so he's up into third again. Still plenty of tyres left on that Audi. Luis Marino's back out on track, fresh set of racing soft. He's only 2 seconds back off Raul. So, what are we, 16 laps into this 22 lap race? So he's not taken on much fuel, if any, then has Lewis. They're not doing bad, Chewy. They're not doing bad at all, mate. They're a pretty quick car. Not every track suits them. Mercedes seemed to favour Nords last week. So Big Les come up into 7th then. Looks like Saxo. Did he come in the pits? I think he has been in the pits for a fresh set of tyres. So down into 9th then for Saxo. Pot, he's just been promoted up into 8th through that. And looking to chase down Big Les Cunt. So that gap only 1.9 seconds. Down, so 1.5 seconds between Big Les and Potter McPot. Louis chucked himself in the pits now. So yeah, Potter making moves on Big Les Cunt. Let's see if there's any other fights going on track. Less than a second between Big Les and Potter McPot. Just like to risk running on those curves, does Potter? So just half a second this gap. I will just stick with this, see if Potter can make this move on Big Les. So just quarter of a second in it. Keeping it clean through the Pentagon. He's running a little bit defensive, not massively. He's back on the racing line though for this one. He's running himself a little bit wide. That's giving Potter a little bit of an opening. So bumper to bumper running down here then. Potter McPot and Big Les Cunt. Going to dive out, yes he is, looking to make that move into turn 1 for Potter. He gets past Big Les Cunt quite cleanly. No drama for Potter McPot, and not compromising Big Les at all either. Now Big Les has got NGR Saxo coming back at him. As I say, NGR Saxo has just been in the pits. He's on fresh rubber versus Big Les Cunt's worn out. Big Les on? He's on the worn out mediums. So yeah, he might be losing another place here, Big Les, unfortunately. And also, unfortunately for him, it's the closest battle on track. So I'm going to stick with it for now. Les Cunt's running wide on the exit of Pentagon though, so that's going to allow NGR Saxo to just sneak that place off him on the run up to this last double apexed hairpin. So just struggling on those tyres a little bit, Big Les. So looking like he's going to chuck himself in the pits for a fresh set. He's jumped back up to the front. L game, he's still holding P1, but he's lost a bit of time to TNR Philo. That gap only down to 2 seconds now. Lewis Marino, he has closed that gap down a little bit. There's still 10 seconds between him and TNR Philo. JRC is making moves on Rousey and Baba. Raul's got the fresher tyre. Nissan is quick, like I say. Both drivers keeping it clean through there. The Audi and the Mercedes are such wide cars when you look at them compared to the Nissan. It's ridiculous. Versus the Aston, which is a wide car. It doesn't look anything compared to the Nissan or the Mercedes or the Audi. Ah, Fraser, welcome back, mate. Yeah, it's been a good series. I'm sure we've had a couple of drivers turn up in the last couple of weeks, so I'm sure if we spoke to Potter nicely, he'd get you in. Maybe not, you're pretty quick, you might upset his racing. He'll put you in Pro-Am. To upset their racing, not his. So Polish Magic, oh, he's right at the back of the pack. He's on. You've even got tyres on that car, Polish. Huh? Look at it. So he's just about to get lapped by Lewis Marino, or Marino the Filipino. Let's just jump up to the front, see what's going on up here. L game still keeping that gap over Philo, 2.1 seconds in a minute. Marino not managing to make any headway into that gap either. Getting past Polish Magic cleanly through there. So JRC 87, Rousey and Baba still at it. 12 seconds between these two. JRC, another guy I went karting with at the weekend. Look at that sticker. Look at that sticker. All these boys rocking the darksmoka logo. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate that. That sticker. That one. I have to do it a couple of times a race, otherwise it wouldn't be right. So getting a good run there through that chicane. Then Raul, JRC just looking a bit messy. He's gone defensive. He's blocked Raul off. Raul's going for a move around the outside. JRC is just making that Nissan as wide as he can. Raul trying to go all the way around the outside. He's done a pretty good job of it as well. As Raul, I thought he just managed to keep his nose in then. As I say, the pace of that Nissan, just enough to pull him out in front of the Audi. Again, still bumper to bumper. JRC going mega defensive, so defensive he's scratching his car. So Raul's trying to do everything he can to get past JRC, but JRC doing all the right moves, keeping it behind. So that gap, even though he's got the toe, he's losing a bit of time to JRC down there. That's how quick this Nissan is. Stuck his nose in at the last minute there, but again had to back out. So it must be some real good racing. I bet they're loving it, these pair. This is the quality of we just see NGR Saxo smashing into the wall. But the quality of driving in this league is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's bumper to bumper. You can see that that we've had one accident. Raul Siembaba, so a little bit of contact between those two, but nothing too dramatic. Raul Siembaba straight back on the back of JRC. So there is another little fight just brewing further up the field. Where's that? So that's B rated on the back of Pav 46. Pav up to 12th now. Oh, so I've missed the end of the race. Sorry, people. I was watching other people. So Elgame has finished in P1. TNR Philo in P2. LMP Luis Marino in P3. Luis Marino then getting past JRC. 4th place for him. Not sure what happened to JRC, but 4th place for Raul. Oh, so a bit of damage between these two. I'm not sure if that was caused between them. 4th place for Raul. JRC massively compromised. Polish Magic ragging the handbrake across the line. All sorts of damage on JRC's car. Handbrake from Potter McPot for 6th place. NGR Saxo bringing in 7th. Louis bringing in 8th. Big Les Kun, oh, he's had a bit of a moment, down into 9th, holding damage as well. 9th place for Big Les. Are we going to get another handbrake off him? Not this time. Okay. Diablo then just coming around that last corner, kicking up the dust. 10th place for Diablo. Just about on the limit of fuel as well. Dory in 11th place. So not a great race for Dory, unfortunately. Pav 46 then, keeping that 12th place for B rated. Absolutely battered his tyres. 12th for Pav and 13th for B rated. We've already seen Polish Magic across the line sideways. Yes, Shane, it was, sorry, Sean, it was some good racing. As I say, there was one or two little incidents. Good win by Elgame there. His Incredibles overalls. Yeah, there was one or two incidents, but in general, as you saw just there, the racing's been really good in this league. I recommend anyone, if you fancy getting involved in the GR3s, speak to Potter McPot or is it NGR Cutler in the Pro-Am lobbies. Get yourself signed up. This is round 8. There are only a couple of rounds left, so if there's not space, maybe squeeze you in next season. If need be, maybe Potter will open up 3 lobbies. Let's see. So yeah, some really good racing again tonight. Don't quite know what happened in the first race. We lost Luis Marino. Couldn't see him, even though he won the race. I didn't see him in qualifying. I didn't see him in the race at all. But he won it apparently. couldn't see it. Couldn't see him at all. He wasn't showing up on the scoreboard. Nothing. But he won the race. So, but good race, Lewis. Even though you were invisible. And yeah, race 2, really good. Good results for Elgame. Another good result for TNR Philo and Luis Marino. No problem, Potter McPot. He's just popping up on the group chat. No problem, Pav 46 either. I hope you boys like the stream, give it a like and all that sort of stuff. So yes, that was round 8, even though it says round 7 on the screen there. It is actually round 8 of the team versus team event. So this event is sponsored by XI Energy Drinks, David Appleby Engineering, Thrustmaster Racing Equipment and GT Amiga Race Seats. So make sure you go and give those all a like and all that sort of stuff, show the love. I'll put links in the description below. B rated, no problem. Elgame, no problem. I'll put links in the description below to all the sponsors. I'll put links in the description below to all the sim racing groups as we're getting booted out of the lobby. And I will put links in the description to CJW's channel, who I've been lying to you about for the last 8 weeks, who doesn't stream live. He just does post-race commentary, so like a race review, if you like. Yeah, I thought he streamed them live, but he doesn't. But never mind. I can't be right all the time. So I hope you enjoyed what you're watching. Like, subscribe, or yeah, all that sort of stuff. I'm getting close to that 200 subscribers, people, and I did say that when I hit 200 I'm going to get some stickers made up and send them out to all my subs. So keep them coming, and the stickers will be forthwith. Other than that, I am back tomorrow night for the P1 boys in the Thursday lobby of the Mazdas, and then I'm back Sunday for the Sunday lobby of the Mazdas, and then back Monday for the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup, and then following next Wednesday for the round 9 of this one. So make sure you check them out. The P1 stuff starts at 9 o'clock, the next gen stuff starts at 8:30. So make sure you come and check these out. Some really good racing in all these leagues. Thank you for watching. My name's Darksmoka. I'm out of here.